Hi everybody, this is Kelly, also known on Twitter as KellieAnn1977. And I just got done cleaning. I started at 7, it's a little after 9. So I gotta take a shower, and so I feel a little bit better. But I wanted to do a quick vlog. I've done one about a week ago. Figured I'd just go ahead and do one now. So with having my grandson, as everybody knows, he's only 1. We've been watching him for about 5 weeks now. It's going good. Last week we introduced him being able to sleep over 1 day a week. So last week our children were getting out at 9:30, so we kept him. And we kept him 2 days ago. He slept over, and they were supposed to get out at 4, so this way they had more time together. It is hard, 2 parents working. They have a new system where they work, where the computer now does the schedule based on information that's put into it. So this week they actually have not had 1 day off together. They usually do once a week on a weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday. Unfortunately, there's nothing the boss can do about it because the Taco Bell KFC in Vermont was bought out by Canada. And this is what they use to make their schedules in Canada. So this Taco Bell KFC has to follow the rules. And it cannot put certain days off for every week. And it's only allowing 3 people a week to request days off. And since the kids are going away next weekend for 3 days out of state, the computer is accepting that. So, you know, you got to go with it. That's the way it is. So what I needed to do was I dusted everywhere. As you can see, the living room does look a lot better. I vacuumed the whole house. I had to dump my vacuum 4 times. Crazy. I mopped the whole house, let it dry, and then I re-vacuumed the whole house without dumping the vacuum, and it was full to the top with dog hair, my hair, dust, and whatever this fan pulls in from nature and sand from outside. It rained for 2 days, so you got that muddy, wet sand all over the place. So I went ahead and I changed sheets, so that looks a lot better. I don't know how long that sheet will stay on because it doesn't seem to like to stay on. But the house has, you know, the floor has a shine. It does look a lot better. The counter looks amazing. It won't stay like this long, people. A couple hours maybe. And I got my Betty Crocker candle going. You know, that nice brownie pumpkin spice smell. And I only pay $1 for these, which is amazing. They work really well. And then the gaming room. So the only thing I have to do is clean the top of the stove, and the bathroom, and then that's done. And you know, we did, believe it or not, 2 days ago sweep the whole house before it started to rain. But you wouldn't have been able to tell, unfortunately. So this, as I said I would do again, this is my 2nd month of Glim bag trials or samples. I'm guessing they're smaller than if you ordered the big one. So this is Tetris the game bag this month. So you get the little piece here, and then a little design over here. When I did look at this, the one they showed was browns, oranges, and tans. This is the one I got. And the one they showed, it looked like it was supposed to be like patches of leather glued together or something. So I'm not sure if they ran out of that, and then this is a leftover. This is the one I got in May, so I'm not sure. The lipstick I gave to my daughter-in-law, it was from Baked Cake, and it was Sweet Tooth. color, which was a very bright pink, and I do not wear pinks or reds. I did say I would like nothing in pink or red, but that's what they gave me. So I got 2 of these. You only get 1 face mask. I do know that you can buy these either separately or together, and I think you might get 8 of them when you do purchase it. If you were gonna use these every day, maybe one day, one the next, I think it's like 20 bucks for 8 of them. I don't think that's worth it. But I've never really tried a real face mask before. I've tried a couple from the Dollar Tree, but these seem to be very pricey. And I got this detangler, and it's made with coconut water, and I actually used it, and it worked pretty well. So a lot better than the $10 one I got at Rite Aid. And this is the eyeshadow I got this month, called Block Party, and it's sparkly. I like this because it's magnet. And then I got this Glow Mud Cleanser, and you put it on and you rinse it off, and it's supposed to deep clean your pores of any makeup and dirt. And then as usual, they give me this here. So this is the stuff I got. With the lipstick, I actually, because I guess they count these 2 as 1 item, so I got 1 extra item. This bag looks a little bit bigger, as you can see, than the other one, which is good. This, if anybody's wondering, when I put this on last month, I did a short video after all the makeup was on. This was the mascara that I used, and this is a China mascara that I got off of Wish for like $3. It works pretty well once you have makeup on, but it takes me like 10 minutes to put the mascara on. Gotta put a little bit on, let it semi-dry, put a little bit on, let it semi-dry. I think that's the fact that 10 years ago when I had my last child, I actually lost all my eyelashes, and I had patches of hair missing on the top of my head. So it took about a year for my eyelashes to grow back, but they're very thin now. And since I probably won't have my grandson until Wednesday, unless the kids get called in again to work, I was thinking about doing my nails, so I can do some tapping videos for everyone. And yeah, I only paid $2 for these, but I don't know if the glue I have is any good, because it's from last summer. Everybody loves this thing. So yeah, not too much more going on. I did start to play The Sims 4 new DLC expansion pack, whatever you want to call it, for $40. Island Living. I thought there would be a lot more to do. Unfortunately, when Sim Supply, that is The Sims on YouTube, when they go and they show you the live stream like a day or 2 before it gets released, they've already played it for like 10 hours, so they have things unlocked. They can do more than we can. This is a very boring pack for me so far, which kind of makes me mad. So I chose to be the mermaid, which means you can't stay away from the water too long. And I chose to live by the volcano, which is far away from the ocean. So either she has to keep going to the beach often throughout the day, or she has to take a lot of showers. You don't stop with anything in your starter home but basic needs. Like, not even a bookshelf is what I'm talking. Like, nothing, no TV, no radio, no computer, no nothing like that. I guess because you're supposed to explore the island. I did a couple of odd jobs. The first one I didn't understand. So if you choose an odd job and you fail it, you make that person upset who's asking you to do it. You usually have 5 or 6 odd jobs a day to choose from. They're going to be different. Some require a skill and some do not. So the second one I did, I had to catch a frog, which is not hard. Go to the water fountain fall and catch them there. And I guess I have a higher chance of catching them because I'm a mermaid. And I got a $9 tip, and I made $99 total. And Lily was very happy with me. So it gives you friendship points if you complete it. There is a job for the mermaid, which is ocean biologist. But I swore it said unpaid. I'm going to have to go and relook at that, but I did swear it said unpaid, which wouldn't make any sense because I need to make money. And it's like an 8-hour job as well. The environmental on land job may be difficult for me to do as a mermaid because you're not going to necessarily be by the ocean. So you may be looking for a rare fish, an invasive fish, or you may be off by the volcano looking for an invasive species plant. So it's not always going to be fish or birds or insects. So I don't know how well she'll do with that. As a mermaid, you don't tan and you don't burn. So your aspiration for location for this island pack, you do not want to pick that because you can't sunbathe. So there's no way you can complete the first life goal. So I ended up switching mine, but I switched it, kind of late, and I can't switch any of the traits. So I thought it would be fun if I had the ocean trait and the land trait. Well, the land trait doesn't work for mermaids, so it makes gameplay very difficult. And then when I figured out the aspiration I had was not going to work for me, and I changed it, it was like an hour into the game. And I have to say hi to 5 people. But I've only been able to find 4 people in an hour because I already said hi to like everybody. So I may have to travel to one of the other worlds so that I can just say hi to 6 more people. Because you don't have to do it in that world, which is good. I thought there was going to be a lot more to it, I guess, for... like, they made it sound like it was going to be like Strangerville, where there was a story to it, something you're working towards, not just, okay, well, I chose to be military career, and I'm bodybuilding, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. There's so much more to it. I still got to find a key card. I need 2 more pieces of evidence. I've actually been having a hard time with that because I have a little glitch. So it only accepted 1 bug as evidence. So everybody I bug, even though I'm getting evidence, it's not crediting it. So I don't know what's going on with that. I wish they would fix it. The base game with the wood crafting table, I still have a glitch with that where whatever I make disappears and does not go into my inventory, which really pisses me off because that's like from 5 years ago and it's still not fixed for me. I don't know why. But anyways, the clothing's pretty cool. I thought there would be more options when you're making a mermaid than what they actually have. Like, they just need more squatches because they do not have enough. There's not enough variety, and that's something they could have went butt wild crazy with. Absolutely. The hairs are alright. They're really nice detailed. But again, I don't know. I thought there would be a little bit more for $40. There are mermaid eyes that you can only use for mermaids, but you can also use the regular human eyes. So when you make your mermaid, you want to make sure before you start to make her, like I was making a person, and then I couldn't figure out how to make her a mermaid as well. So I had to actually add a second sim then I had to delete all the work that I did and then make 2 more, because you make a mermaid sim and you make a human version sim. But even though when you go on land you turn into a human, you're still a mermaid. That does not change. You're still, instead of showering, you need to stay hydrated from the ocean. If you can't get to the ocean, you can take a shower or a bath and that will help. But you will have to do this multiple times throughout the day. If you stay close to the ocean, that will degrade slowly and you can do more by the beach. That doesn't help me if I want to do something different. You can woo in the waterfall, which, oh, okay, whatever. You know, you already got into a fight with somebody because they didn't like the fact that I was catching a frog, and they're there to protect the life of the island. So they got mad at me, and she started poking me in the chest. And I was like, girl, I don't think so. You need to go away. I'm just doing an odd job. Leave me alone. So the volcano is the one that I chose for the starter home. That is the one that was in the live stream from the developers of the sim. That left me with $617. I could just afford the bookshelf that's new. That's about it. Because she needed something to do that she could do in the house that was fun. If you go to the bar, there's a small TV, but she's not into TVs. I guess the traits that I chose for her is not her thing. You can dance to the music, and you can chat, drink, and eat. So the bar, you know, I don't know, they could have like put a volleyball net up and you could play volleyball with somebody, because that's like a beach island camping kind of activity. So yeah, I don't know, they could have put something else. They could have put a pool table maybe outside with a little covering over it, so there was something else to do. There's 2 beach locations that you can go to that vary from what you can do. So you can build sandcastles, you can destroy a sandcastle. There's a swing at one. There's a chess table with a net like covering over it. You can do that. You can sit in the lounger, but as a mermaid, you can't suntan at all. And so far, you can go in a canoe. I haven't seen any jet skis like they showed. You can go in the floater, but you know, you can just float around the water, whoopie-doo. As the mermaid, it's very easy for you to talk to the dolphin, which causes dehydration points. But if you're in the water, I don't think it matters. And that is your soulmate right away as a mermaid. So I'm thinking if you play as a human, that it's going to be harder for you to befriend the dolphin. And as a human, you can suntan and you can scuba dive. So when you scuba dive, I think you can find rare things under the water. I haven't figured out as a mermaid how to do that. I don't know if it's a skill that maybe it's her active skill. So, you know, I'm not quite sure. I know that they said as a mermaid, you have a better percentage of finding rare items. So, haven't been able to figure that out in 2 hours. I think I had an earthquake right before I stopped the game. So, yeah. So far, it's just like, you know, slow though. I don't like the fact that they didn't make new appliances or really new cabinets for this pack. It seems that every pack they come out with, that's $40, you get a new world. They're always using the base game appliances. And I'm sorry, but I'm getting sick after 5 years of looking at that. If you're going to do that, have new colors. Put the squatches out there, because this is getting pretty boring. I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head that I noticed. There's one new bracelet that I noticed, 3 new necklaces, no earrings at all, which is kind of like you have a lot of styles of the hair pulled back and pulled up, but you have no earrings. Could have did pearl earrings, seashells, starfish, maybe a pretty flower that, you know, is only on the island. So I don't know why they did not have any new earrings. They have a couple new hats. It seems like they have a lot of glasses. I don't put glasses on my Sims, so that doesn't do me any good. So yeah, I don't know. I thought there would be more mermaid options than what there really is. Again, you can have mermaid eyes. There's like 8 different styles. And then for the bottom half of the mermaid, there's 4 styles to choose from. But the squatches are basically all the same. And there's not many. There's like maybe 16. And the top half of the mermaid, 2 squatches. And there's like 2 tops. Designs with about 8 squatch colors, and again, they're both the same on both. So I thought they would have a little bit more playability with that area of it. You know, I have a lot of mods on mine, so the flip-flops that my girl's wearing has pearls going around them, so it fits the theme. But again, that's a mod that somebody else made. That doesn't work for EA. So that's disappointing. I have like 20 different style nails. So she has human style nails, and I have nails that look like it belongs to a mermaid or a creature that I put on my mermaid. So she looks more like a mermaid in my eyes, which is nice. There's 2 sets of what they call mermaid teeth. Other than, like, I guess the furniture is what's really new in the game. There's 2 new fans. And when they did the live stream, they made it seem like they were always fans. And then she said there was an AC, but there's no AC. So I got a little confused because I thought we always had fans, ceiling fans, and we didn't. Okay. She didn't say that right. She had me totally confused. So I think what I might do is add a family member to that household and make that family member. I don't usually play as a guy unless my sim gets married, but I think I may just make a guy so that he can do the environmental on land job and I'll have her just do the ocean job. Again, I hope I did read that wrong, and I hope it is a paying job, because if not, I guess she can sell the treasures she finds, but she needs to make money too. And I'm still playing Strangeville, so, you know, I'm still in I'm on Act 2 now, which is good. But the evidence and it not taking my recordings, and so I guess what I can try to do is just go to everybody's house and see if they have piles of files that I can look through, because I do need 2 more evidence pieces to move on. Once I get that, then I can buy a key card for $250, or I can try to befriend a military person and get a free military card to move on with Act 3. And there's 4 acts total, so it's not like a super hard thing to do. I guess if you made your sim a mermaid, because she always has to stay hydrated, or her scales will dry out, and I guess she'll flop around and die like a fish, is what I'm thinking, since she is like a fish mermaid person. So that might make Strangeville replayable, to be able to replay it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know, again, like maybe I forget what they're called now. The boat thing in the water, because you got the canoe, but the other thing I'm thinking about, it may be like an activity level and then that's how you unlock it, or maybe doing the environmental job is how you unlock it. I'm not quite sure. I do know that they did show an area of like a cave that you could go into and explore, but I haven't been able to find it. They really hid that pretty good, so I'm going to have to try to work on that today and see if I can find it at least. And it's one of those you have to answer correctly to move on to the next area of exploring, and then if you answer them all right, I think 4 or 5 times, then you get a special prize that's worth a lot of money. So I think that's how they did this one as well. But yeah, my husband's fishing. He's gonna be playing some Magic. I can always clean the bathroom later on tonight. I'm not worried about that. I'm making bacon cheeseburgers with tomato, lettuce, pickle, and onion, mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup, if I haven't said that, with french fries. Or maybe I'll make some mac and cheese. That's easy to do as well. So one or the other will do. And we have broccoli, so I can always do some broccoli as well with that. And I made spaghetti 2 days ago. We ate it for 2 days. So fantastic. There's not too much left. There's enough for one more helping. So that absolutely went well. And my husband really enjoyed it. I think he had like 5 bowls total. So happy Saturday. Today is, of course, June 22nd. Have a lovely weekend. Take care of yourself. Sure, I will do another little stream for you guys. I don't remember if I said Sunday for Father's Day. My son and daughter-in-law did come over. My grandson. They stayed 2.5 hours. I made some skinless, boneless chicken for them. Alfredo pasta with mixed vegetables. Carson was a little moody. And, yep, they stayed 2 hours. Me and my daughter-in-law chit-chatted about Carson, gave her some tips, talked about her job, asked her, how you like the new place. Been there about 5 weeks now. Do you know the neighbors? Normal stuff like that. And, we enjoy having Carson sleep over once a week now. And to give them some time alone. It's always important. They don't know a lot of people. They don't trust a lot of people to say, hey, can you watch Carson for like 4 hours? And we might want to go to the movies or something, So they seem to enjoy themselves the other night. So that is fantastic. So if you did watch this, I hope you liked my vlog. Again, other than just doing school and now taking care of Carson, I could be 20 hours one week. It could be 50 hours next week. So it varies. Wednesday we are going up to the VA, so I may just do a little video of that. I did one a couple years ago in the winter, so it might be nice just to do one so you can see what it looks like out here in Vermont in the summertime. We're probably gonna hit Wendy's, because Wendy's is only out there, and it's about an hour and a half to drive away. So it's not something like, oh, let's go have Wendy's. We don't want to be driving for 3 hours to have Wendy's. Total round trip. So we usually do hit the Wendy's out there. And Thursday, our dog Peppy has a vet appointment at 3 o'clock. And we'll weigh her again and see if she's maintaining weight or if she gained any. She's 55 pounds. She was 60 pounds during the winter, so she lost 5. And when we looked at the chart for her breed and her size, she should actually be eating 3 cups a day now because she's 7. But we were still feeding her like she was 4. So we'll see how she does. No shots this year. She's all set. She gets shots next year. And we'll have the vet look at the nails just to see if he thinks they need a little trim while we're there, or if she's good. She did get trimmed last week, so she probably doesn't need it. But just in case, her nails do grow pretty quickly. So that's about it. Still playing the following. Still at 49%. A little pissed off that I have to wait a whole nother year for Dying Light 2 to come out. Once I beat the following, I do go back and play the regular game as well, just for fun. And I can't find any of the reading articles, unfortunately, and having a hard time finding any more of the zombie statues. But that gets boring trying to find all that stuff, and I think there's like 90 things to find total, and I found like 6. So I think after I beat the following, I'm just gonna take it off my computer because it's a massive game, and I would like to play one of my other games that I have if I could, but I need the memory to install it. So I think for a little bit I may just call it quits. I will not delete my save game, so I can always reinstall it if I'm in the mood to play. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and be careful out there. Don't do anything I want to do, guys. Bye-bye.